we have um, really dug in hard on client acquisition over the last few weeks. And what do I mean by that? We started with how to present yourself on social media. We did a lot of this stuff, right? Now, if you miss these classes, don't worry, they're all on my YouTube. So just go to my YouTube, watch them for free, okay? Now, we started with client acquisition. How do I get people interested in working with me, right? Then we went into how to convert a lot of these people. Then we role played. If you guys remember, some of you were with us, we role played on conversion. So we talked about how to take somebody who actually calls you and get on the line with them and discuss with them getting in front of them. And we said mission number one is getting in front of somebody. So let's recap this, right? If somebody registers on your website or somebody gets tied to you on a text message through a referral, right? So let's back it up a little bit. Somebody comes through your website, your entire mission in life is to get to that person as fast as possible, right? So when somebody comes to a website, guess what they're doing? They're Googling, right? Or they saw your ad or something like that, and they went inside and they registered on your website. Do you believe that you are the only website they're going to register on? Yes or no? Write it in the chat box. Participate with me. Do you believe that you're the only website they're going to register on? Absolutely not. Everyone knows there's no way in the world you're the only one. Why? Because you do it, right? When you're looking for something online, okay, and you do a search, and you go, brown work shoes, and you post and you Google that, and all these websites come up. You click one, you go in, you see it. What's the next thing you do? You back out. You hit the back button and you go to the next website. You go in and you see it. Then you back out. That's the same thing people are doing when they're searching for a home, right? They come into your website, they do a little search, and then they back out because they don't understand that all of these websites have the same information. We're all tied to the same MLS, right? But they don't realize that. So what do? They say, well, I saw the houses on this website, so let me go to another website and see if they have something different available. And so that is what's happening. So how much time do you think you have to call that person? Just give me your estimate. Type it in the chat box. How much time do you think you have to call that person? 30 seconds. Bro, Natalie, you must be coming to my classes. You have 30 seconds or less. 30 seconds or less to get on the line with this person. And I love 15 seconds. Love it. I love it. Here's the crazy part. 30 seconds is like a rule of thumb, right? To get in front of this person. But here's the crazy part. There's no telling how long it took for your website to register that somebody registered on the website and then send that information through the system to your cell phone carrier. And then your cell phone carrier pings the tower, and then that tower comes down to your phone, and then your phone goes bling. There's no telling how much time has already been burnt. This morning, we were having a conversation with a group of our leaders, and we were talking about how I used to, on our team, do a blast. Every time a new lead came in, we would blast it out to the entire team at the same time. We had to stop doing that. Why? Because some people had AT&T, some people had Verizon, some people had T-Mobile, some people had Metro PCS, some people had, I don't know, Bing Bang Boom, some people had Walmart, like whatever it is that you had, some service providers were faster than others. So the folks who had slower service providers, it wasn't fair to them because there was no way they were going to get to the lead on time, right? And so for you, getting to them in 30 seconds could potentially mean that they were on the website 2 minutes ago or a minute ago. So if you reach them right at 30 seconds, there's great potential that you're really hitting them a minute and a half to 2 minutes later from them actually registering on the website. Now, if you do this fast as possible, there is nothing freakier than somebody picking up the phone and you going, hey, Bryson, how you doing, man? My name's David Kurz, and I noticed that you were on the website looking at 123 Main Street. How can I help you, and when would you like to go see it? And if they are still on the website looking at 123 Main Street, that is some freaky shit. Y'all agree, yes or no? Right? Like, Absolutely freaky, but people love that. People love that. Tell me you wouldn't love it. Tell me you wouldn't love to register on a website and the sales rep call you right away and say, hey, listen, I know you're looking at those shoes right now, but I'm happy to help you out with any questions that you have so you don't have to dig around the internet wasting your time. I'm here to support you. Now, notice my conversation was, hey, Bryson, thanks for registering on my website. My name's David Kurz. I'm happy to show you 123 Main Street. When would you like to go see it? I'm available tonight or tomorrow. I didn't say, are you pre-approved? I didn't say, have you spoken to a lender? I didn't say, are you buying with cash or a loan? I didn't say, how are you? I didn't say that. I think that's the biggest waste of time question when you're a salesperson. How are you? What do you care? You don't even know them, right? So stop with the how are yous, because when you do, hi, this is David Kurz with, LPT Realty. How are you? You just open the door for them to go and hang up on you, as we do so many times. Tell me you ain't picked up the phone and heard somebody on the other line offer you something that you probably do want or are interested in, but you hung up the phone because that's your automatic human reaction. 100%, yes or no, right in the chat box. Yes or no? Have you done that before? Absolutely. Yep. Right. And so what happens is, by speaking quickly and getting to the point as quick as possible, I'm going to repeat it for you again. Hey, Nathan, thanks for registering on my website. My name is David Kurz. I see that you're looking at 123 Main Street. When would you like to go see it? I'm available tonight or tomorrow. Right? Robert says, Zillow told us we lose control of the call asking how you doing. Absolutely. You open all kinds of doors for disconnection. But when I asked them, when do you want to go see the house? Imagine if you're on the other side of that, you almost feel like anxiety, like I need to pick a date. I need to pick a date. I need to pick a, you know what? Tonight, I'm in. Let's go, 7 p.m. Then you say, hey, Cynthia, tonight, 7 p.m., fantastic. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang up the phone right now. I'm going to confirm with the seller, i.e. call the listing agent, right? I'm going to confirm with the seller that the home is available to show tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm going to call you right back and confirm with you. Is that okay with you? Cynthia's going to say yes. And I always ask, is that okay with you? Why? Because I want a lot of yeses coming out of people's mouths. That's a sales technique, right? I need yeses. And so I hang up the phone. I call the listing agent. Hey, I want to book an appointment tonight at 7 o'clock. I don't do show assist. I don't send a text message. I don't, whatever link is on the MLS in your county, in your state. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. That stuff takes too long. Just call them up. Call them up. Hey, Karen, is your listing available to show tonight at 7 o'clock, 123 Main Street? Yes, Dave, it is. Awesome. Can you book me? I will be there. Fantastic. Call the client back. Hey, guess what, Cynthia? Tonight at 7 p.m., seller's available to show the property. I'm going to meet you there. I'm going to send you a text message with the details. Here's how the text message goes. Video. Hey, Cynthia, this is David Kurz. I just wanted to send you a video so you know exactly who you're going to meet in front of 123 Main Street tonight at 7 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you there. And then I send that in written as well, like typed out in a text message, so that they don't have to keep watching the video to remember which property they're going to see. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right in the chat box. I need to know, right? Okay, so now I send this video text. They see me, but Dave, I don't have my makeup on. But Dave, I ain't fix my hair. But Dave, stop it. Just send a video. If you ain't fix your hair, bring it in closer so they don't see your hair. Does that make sense to y'all? If you ain't got the makeup, put a hat on, go far. Okay? But whatever you do, add a filter. I don't give a crap. Just make sure that you send them a video so they know exactly what you look like. Melissa says, brush your teeth. You got some food. Does that mean? Hold on. So send that video, make it genuine, speak to them with their name, right? Notice I said, hey, Cynthia, this is David Kurz. I said the address. I said all that stuff. Why? Because I don't want them to think that I have some pre-recorded video that I just send out all the time. Okay? Now, Vaughn says, take it with a Snapchat for a filter. Jeanette says they're buying a house, not you. Yeah, it's true, right? Melissa says make it personal. 100%. I love that you guys are on board with this. Now, here's my Snapchat thing, Vaughn. It takes too long, right? Like for me to go to Snapchat, create the video. I understand Snapchat's got amazing filters. Create the video there, hit the download. Then it downloads to my phone. Then I upload it into a text. For me, I just want to go right into the text message, here, record, send the message right away. I want them to feel the expedience in the speed that I'm going at, right? I want them to know that when they get to the house, I'm going to be standing outside that house waiting for them, ready to go. Now, here's another tip, right? Because you guys know the saying, right? Speed to lead, speed to lead, speed to lead, right? So here's another tip. Do I take 123 Main Street in Disappointment and show them only that house? Or should I book a couple more houses? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat box. Show more. All right, everybody agrees, right? Because if I already got them for 123 Main Street, I can find them two more, hear what I'm saying, two more like properties to take them to go see. They don't have to know, by the way. When we get to the listing, I say, hey guys, very nice to meet you. Let's use Nathan. Nathan, nice to meet you. Pleasure. I'm David Kurz. Welcome to 123 Main Street. So, got some great news for you. I'm going to show you this home. And then after this home, in 15 minutes, we have another appointment down the street. And then 20 minutes after that, we have another appointment down the street. I was able to book two more similar homes. So that way, when you guys leave tonight, you leave with options. Is that fair? Notice how I always finish the, is that fair? Is that okay with you? Is that right? Are you okay with this? Right? And so Nathan's going to look at me and go, shit, yeah, because he wasn't expecting that. He's ready to go. This guy worked hard. You know what I mean? You know, it's another question I didn't ask. Do you have a realtor? Why do you care? They're coming to see you. They're coming to see you. Right? Now, you stand there, show them the property, take them to see two more properties. Now, I give them the client printout sheet from the MLS. I give it to them on a clipboard. If I'm going to see three properties, I write 1, 2, 3 on that clipboard. And I give it to them with a pen. And I say, hey, we're going to see three properties. Go ahead and make notes on this paper. Like you can make notes on this paper based on what you find and what's going on. I'm going to do the same thing because I also have a nice little clipboard, but I have the realtor detail view, right? So I can answer questions that might not be on the client view. And this is where David Kurz and my coaching is crazy. So bear with me. We're going to have some fun right now. Okay. Now we look at the three properties. Okay. I put I got an F-150 pickup truck, right? So the hood of my truck is like right around here. It looks like a table. It's perfect. Okay. So I grabbed I say, hey, Penny, can I grab your clipboard real quick? And I grab the clipboard with their notes on it. And I take 1, 2, and 3 out of the clipboard and I lay it down right on the hood of the truck. This is after we've seen all three properties. And I lay it down right on the hood of the truck. And I look at them and I go, hey, Michelle, out of these three properties, which one is an absolute no? Like if you had to just drop one, which one's an absolute no? And they look at them, they stand there and they go, you know what, Dave? Number two, you know, it didn't have a wide enough backyard. I felt like I was right on top of the neighbor. It's great thinking there. I appreciate that. And I grab number 2 and I rip it in half. And then I put the two pieces together and I crumble it up into a little ball. And then I place it on the hood. Sometimes I like to throw it up against the windshield so it hits the windshield and slides down to the windshield wipers. So that way it looks like I'm like, that one's gone, right? But I'm not littering because I'm gonna pick it up later, right? So what did I psychologically do for that property? What did I psychologically do to them for that property? Write it in the chat box. What are your thoughts? You got rid of it, right? You got rid of it. It is no longer an option. Like psychologically for this person, that property is absolutely no longer an option. It's not going to happen. Okay. Now we got properties 1 and 3 left because they chose number 2 to get rid of. Okay. We eliminated number 2. Now I look at them and I go, between these 2 properties, which one of these properties is option A and which one of these properties is option B? I don't say 1 and 2 because they're actually numbered 1, 2, and 3, right? So I go, which one's property A, the primary you absolutely love, and B would be a backup in case A doesn't work out. So they go, 1 is A, 3 is B. Fantastic. I take 1, I put it on top of 3, I put it back in the clipboard. By the way, clipboards are like 99 cents on Amazon. I put it back on the clipboard and I give it to them. And I go, take this home with you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back to my office, i.e. my house. I'm going to head back to my office and I am going to check the value on option number 1. And I'm going to write the contract for you to sign and submit for this property. I'm going to send it to you for signature. But before you sign it, I'm going to give you a call so we can go over it together and I can explain to you how I came up with the price, how I came up with the value, and why we're offering it in the fashion that we are. Now, did I write this in the chat box? Did I ask them if they wanted to write an offer, or did I tell them we are writing an offer? Did I ask or tell? You told them. You told them. Why? Why ask them if they already told you that that is their number 1 option, that they love that property, that they're ready to go, and they're willing to look at a second one as a backup? Why would you ask? Tell them what we're doing together. Be the consultant, not the ticket taker. You know who asks? Servers. What would you like to have for dinner tonight? Am I wrong or right? Now, here's the crazy part. I want you to think about servers for a second. High-end servers at high-end restaurants, what do they do? Hey, before I ask you what you want to eat tonight, can I make a suggestion? Absolutely. Oh, we got this Wagyu steak. It's not even on the menu, right? You see what I'm doing here? You go to McDonald's, what do they say? What you want? Right? You go to TGI Fridays, you know? All right, what can I get you guys? Can I get you started on a drink? They're nothing. But you go to Prime 112, you go to Poppy's Steak, you go to all these other places, high-end places that need reservations, all this good stuff. What do they say? They say, hey, before I take your order, can I make a couple suggestions for you? This is what we are famous for, right? Have you been here before? They ask you questions like that. You know, imagine looking at a client and going, you know, after you're doing this 3 thing, you go, hey, are you guys familiar with this neighborhood? No, we're not. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the neighborhood. There's a park down the street. This school is over here. That school is over there. Publix and the shopping center is over there. If you need a car wash, there's a car wash over there. There's another park over there that has a running track. There's a kids park. Do you guys have dogs? Yeah, we have 2 dogs. Oh, there's a dog park over there. That's what you're doing. You're providing high-end consultory services. You're becoming the consultant, right? Now, take away the property, layer the 2. I go home. I run the comps, make sure it's going to be a good offer. I write the offer in my dot loop. I send it to them for signature, and I call them up and I say, hey guys, I sent you the offer for signature. Here, can you guys open it up? I want to go over it together with you. Now, at some point, I know you guys are wondering, at some point, we need to get a pre-approval, right? There's a couple parts here, and there's 2 ways you can do this. At the truck, when you layer the top and you give them the clipboard back, you can ask them, how do you intend to purchase this property? Will it be with a loan or cash? Oh, I think we're going to get a loan. Okay. Have you been pre-approved by a lender? No, I haven't. Fantastic. Here's what I'm going to do right now. I pull out my phone. and I go, I am going to tie you together on a text message with my lender. And she is going to reach out to you tonight with the application. I highly suggest you get that application back to her tonight so that we can have a pre-approval to submit with this offer, because it would make no sense to submit it without the offer. That's option A. They go, okay, great, I'm ready. Option B. All right, I sent you this. You're going to sign it, but are you buying with cash or are you approved for a mortgage? I'm approved for a mortgage. Can you send me the approval? Fantastic. No, I'm not approved for a mortgage. Okay, here's the deal. You're going to sign this now. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to connect you with my lender by text message in a group together. She's going to send you the application immediately. I need you to fill that out as quickly as possible and get her what she needs as quickly as possible so she can send me an approval, so I can send this contract together with an approval, because I can't do it otherwise. That will help you get them approved with expedience. How many of you, and you could type yes or no, how many of you have done it in a different way where you try to get them pre-approved before you even show them houses, and it takes forever for them to get pre-approved because they do the application 3 days later, then they don't submit their bank statements for a couple more days? How many? Yes or no? Have you dealt with that before? Write it in the chat box. Yes or no? Right? Do you know why? Because there's nothing exciting to be excited about. There's no excitement. They haven't seen homes yet. You won't take them out until they get pre-approved, right? Like, now I'm not saying go out 6 times with them to see 30 homes. I'm saying those first 3. Now you got them excited, now salivating, right? It's like, hey, here's an amazing breakfast. You can't eat it till you brush your teeth, right? Like, just, it's the same thing. You're salivating over that breakfast. Do you run to the bathroom and brush your teeth quickly so you could get that food into your belly? Absolutely. You've showed them a house. There's an offer prepared for them. It's already written. They're signing it. They're so excited. And then they're going to get their qualification paperwork in ASAP. ASAP. And so what we went through today was some psychological techniques on showing homes. We also went through some closing techniques, and you may have recognized them by the, is that okay with you? Are you okay with this? Some of the closing techniques were, I'm going to write the offer. That's called the presumptive close, okay? I'm going to write the offer, prepare the offer, and send it to you for signature. That is a presumptive close. You are assuming that they are ready to close the deal. You don't know. Now, there are, I would say, 10 to 15% of the time, I get a kickback on this. But the majority of the time, people roll with the flow. And they're stoked, by the way. They will walk around town talking about how much you are the most excellent real estate agent they've ever met in their lives, right? How you guided them, how you did things the right way, how you just put them in position, how you showed them the home of their dreams, got them approved quickly and expediently, right? But that's because the excitement was there. That's because you were able to connect with them at that high level, and you had, from the jump, think about the phases here. This is not a slow man's game, right? This is a quick game, okay? From the jump, you had speed to lead. You got on that phone within 15 to 30 seconds. You spoke to them. If they didn't pick up the phone, what did you do? You left them a voicemail. You sent them a text message. You sent them a video text introducing yourself and explaining why you're calling them. You made it personal. It's not pre-recorded. You sent them an email. And then if you got no responses today, you did the same thing tomorrow. You made a phone call. You left them a voicemail. Send them a text message. You send a video text. You followed up with an email. And if they don't pick up the phone that day, or they don't answer any call, you do it again the next day. And this is why your CRM is so important. because no CRM means you won't remember. And people will fall through the cracks. Hey, Dave, how long do I have to do this every day? Till they answer you. Till they answer you. How many of you guys have had a sales rep call you, okay, and you can't speak to them? Then they call you the next day and you're busy and you can't speak to them. And they call you the next day and you can't speak, but you're honestly interested in their product. And then they stop calling you. You fell through the cracks for them. And now you want the product, you've got time to talk about the product, got the money to buy the product, just can't remember who the person was that was supposed to call you. So you go back to the website, you submit a request, and somebody else calls you, and that sales rep loses that commission because they couldn't stay on top of you. Melissa says call 4 to 5 times daily. If you got the time for that, God bless. Yeah, for sure. 100%. But the goal here is to have so many people in your pipeline and so many people registering and so many people doing, oh, she says, no, the sales reps. Yeah, it's true, because that's all they got to do, right? They're selling you something on the phone. They don't got to show properties, right? So the idea here is to build a pipeline so big and so strong that you're always closing something. That's the goal, right? If you think about this, if I have 1,000 people in my pipeline and I close 10% of them a year, that's 100 closings. Some of you are thinking those are big numbers, but if you do what I'm telling you, from my heart to your heart, man, if you do what I'm telling you, if you pick up the phone every single day and you hit as many people up as you can every single day, some of these are going to be bad phone numbers, but good email. Some of them will be bad email, but good phone number, right? Some of them will be good everything. Some of them will be bad everything. You got to get rid of that one, right? But if you can hit up as many people as possible, are you going to be able to hit 1,000 people every single day? No. But at some point, this is going to start getting priorities, right? And you're going to have a priority 1 and a priority 2 and a priority 3 and a priority 4 and a priority 5, right? This is going to be like super hot, and this is going to be warm, and this is going to be lukewarm, and this is going to be cold, and this is going to be dead, right? And so when you start leveling people that way, the first people you're going to call every day are the hots. The second people you're going to call every day are the warms, so you can make them hot. And then the third people you'll call every day are the lukes, so you get them going. What do you do with the colds and the deads? You put them on automated drip campaigns. So as you're calling people, you're going to figure out what level they're at, and you place them in that level and you put them on automation. So cold and dead, full automation. These guys have automation too, but they also get your phone call, right? So lukewarm, they get your phone call maybe every 3 to 4 days, but they have automation on text message and email, okay? The warm ones, they get your phone calls every couple of days. Your hot ones, you better be in touch with them as much as possible, because hot means they're ready to go. They're ready to go, right? All right, so Melissa says, what do I do when all of my leads in my CRM are cold? Melissa, how many leads are in your CRM? I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. 400. Melissa, I'm going to tell you right now, out of those 400 people, 10% of them are hot and warm. The problem is you're not speaking to them enough. That's it. That is the super simple answer. No one ever answers me. You keep hitting them and keep hitting them and keep hitting them and keep hitting them and keep hitting them. Send a video text, right? Call, voicemail, text, video text, email, call, voicemail, text, video text, email. That's the method. If you go hard like that every single time, they're getting your videos, they're getting your emails, they're getting your text messages, right? Listen, you can find them on social media, start liking all their shit. I don't care if they post a picture of poop, like it. Wow, that's beautiful, right? I don't care, okay? but interact as much as you can, because I promise you, out of the 400, there are 10% in there that are in the hot and warm. Here's the beauty of what we do, Melissa, and everybody else. The beauty of what we do every single day is not only do we help somebody purchase or sell one of the biggest investments they will ever make in their lives on a normal basis, right? But here's the biggest piece. We sell something that everyone wants or needs. Think about that. We sell something that every single person wants or needs. Everyone you know lives somewhere. Everyone you know lives somewhere. Are there homeless people? Yes, 100%. You probably don't know them. Everyone you know lives somewhere. Melissa, here's another tip. Those 400 people, how many of them came from your cell phone? How many of them are your sphere of influence? How many of them are your family? How many of them are your cheerleaders? Let's call them that. 90-ish, okay? So how many people are in your cell phone? Gotta be more than 90 people, right? No, stop. You only got 90 people in your cell phone? I need to start deleting some people from my cell phone. I have like 4,300 contacts in my cell phone. Okay, like you need to go meet some more people, Melissa. I'm just being real, right? This is the opportunity. Buy yourself shirts that say what you do, right? I literally have a shirt. Where's Jeannie? I have a shirt that says "I am your realtor" on the back of it. Wear it to the supermarket, wear it to the gym, right? Wear it everywhere. Why not? Oh, you're new to Florida. Okay, I get that. So get a nice little jacket that says realtor on it. Get a t-shirt that says "I am your realtor." Wear the same shit to the supermarket, gym, and anywhere you go all the time, right? Bryson says, "I need some branded shirts." 100%. Put your brand right here on your chest. Put company logo on the sleeve. "I am your realtor" on the back, right? #1 realtor. You can have fun with that, right? Like, is there anything against the rules of you saying that you're the #1 realtor in your market? There's nothing wrong with that. No one's going to sue you for wearing a t-shirt that says #1 realtor. You want to have fun with it and make the t-shirt funny? Put #1 realtor, and then underneath in parentheses, put in small letters, self-proclaimed. So when people read it, they'll get a crack a laugh out of it. They'll giggle about it. But you know what? Those are conversation starters. You know what happens when I wear the "I am your realtor" t-shirt? 8 times out of 10, somebody goes, "Hey man, how's the market?" Oh, that's my favorite question in the world. Because chances are I'm wearing that t-shirt somewhere I like to sell. And I know my market. And you need to know your market and be ready for that question. Because what's the typical real estate answer? Market's great. They just finished watching the news how Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. And you're telling them, "Market's great. I got you. What do you need help with?" Right? But inside their hearts, they have fear. Interest rates are going up. Inflation is on the news. You know, all kinds of stuff, right? Melissa says, "I have a QR code at a restaurant and at a food truck." It's awesome. Get some more restaurants, get some more food trucks. 100%. Do videos with them on social media. This is the hot dog food truck located on 127th and, Chicken Cheek Road. Like, you need to come out here and have these hot dogs. Check it out. This is Jim. Jim's the owner. "Hey, Jim, man, tell them a little bit about your food truck." Go live on Facebook and do that. Give them props, give them love. When you give somebody love like that, they will do. Listen, if you help somebody's business, they will help your business. If you help somebody feed their family, they will help you feed yours. So it's just simple science, right? All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. I hope that today was super helpful. Was today helpful? Type it in the chat box. Was today helpful for you guys, man? I really, really, really enjoy doing these classes. If there is anything that you would like additional info on, shoot me a DM, David Adam Kurz. It's David Adam Kurz at every social media outlet, okay? Shoot me a DM. and let me know what you would like for me to cover, what you would like for me to discuss, what you would like for me to do. Robert says chatbots, love it. We could talk about that. There's an opportunity for us to do the chat GPT, but I think we would make it more real estate related. I'm hosting that masterclass. I want to hold all the marketing stuff for that, but we can really get into it. Are you putting this recording somewhere? Yeah, John, just search David Adam Kurz on YouTube. It'll be there later on today. I got a playlist in my YouTube that is our weekly classes, and every class is in there. Okay. Natalie, new masterclass date is April 19th through the 21st, 19th through the 21st here in Miami. Okay. All right. Listing agents, psychology and personality is somewhat hard to deal with. Yeah, Daniel, that's great. Maybe next week. Listen, today we talked a lot about working with buyers. Maybe next week we go into listing agents. You guys good with that? Yes or no? Can we talk about listings next week? Hell yeah, man. Listings. You want to own a market? Listings. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.